Welcome to the show, Chase. How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for taking the time and being on the show. Appreciate everything you're doing with FedEx.
Yeah.
You're here on behalf of FedEx at the NFL Draft. Why did you partner with them?
Oh yeah, just here with FedEx. This year, their motto is "Where now meets next," and that applies to me, and as well as all the prospects coming into the draft. Definitely now with me and my injury. I feel like everything I do now would just prepare me for what I would do next, and just my future. FedEx has two priorities: supporting small business and sustainability. Last week, FedEx's all-new electric van delivered a package from a small business, full circle. The van was also part of a record-breaking journey on a single charge traveling 260 miles from New York to Washington, D.C. FedEx and I shot this cool new video to highlight the all-electric van. Check it out on my Twitter and my Instagram.
You were also part of a special world record, right, with FedEx last week. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, but the van, it's great. The all-electric van on one charge made it from New York to Washington, D.C. in 260 miles. So, that's pretty crazy. The world is definitely going, I feel like, definitely more on the electric side in the future for sure.
That's some kind of electric charge. Is that kind of the kind of motor you have when you step on the football field?
I try not to compare it to a car, but hopefully it's better than a car.
Well, it's something to behold. It's something fun to watch. You guys got a new quarterback in the offseason in Carson Wentz, and you've seen him firsthand, of course, going up against him in Philadelphia. What's been the reception, and what are you looking forward to with this dynamic, offensive and defensively, into next season?
Yeah, I'm just looking for to Carson do his thing. Throw it like he can. Carson's I feel like he's a big talent. And he's a pro. Knows how to manage the game. So I'm just excited. Obviously, what he can do on the field, but what he brings to the team off the field with leadership, leading the offense, and just being a guy that we can all depend on.
Chase, we're about to see the NFL draft go off in Las Vegas here tomorrow night, and I was telling my story about my draft experience years ago and just the aura, the hoopla, all of it. But when you came into the league, when you made the decision to come to the NFL, it was right during the beginning of the pandemic. People were at home. Tell us about your draft experience, how you look back on it. Do you wish you would have been able to have this experience, or was being with family during that moment even more special?
Yeah, definitely going back, not being able to go to the draft. The draft would have been in Vegas, so I definitely would have wanted to go. Obviously, this is my first time in Vegas. But, spending time with my family on draft day was definitely cool. Definitely something I'll never forget.
Playing at Ohio State, I always like to get into the college aspect of every player. You were just phenomenal and a difference maker on defense. Playing for the Buckeyes has to be something incredibly special. We're watching continuously every single year their team be a part of the conversation for the college football playoff. What ultimately made your decision to be a Buckeye and wear the scarlet and gray?
Yeah, I mean, one of my biggest, priorities there was, going to college was who was going to coach me. With Ohio State, a lot of coaches had showed me, they had talked about what they could, do for me, in my future down the line. But Coach Larry Johnson, he had actually showed me what he can do. He would show me Joey Bosa's freshman film and compare it to his sophomore film. And, compare that to his junior film and just show how he progressed with each drill. You would see the drills used in the game. And, he just actually showed me how he would, make me the best player that I can be. And, I believed in him. He believed in me.
Well, he certainly did that. It was fun to watch, and it's been incredible to watch at the NFL level. The defensive end position, the edge rusher in particular, has become a staple and an important factor in this. In this year's draft in particular, there is an opportunity for 3 defensive ends to be drafted in the first 3 picks. How important of a position has it become at the NFL level because of how the quarterback dictates what a team does offensively more than anybody else?
Yeah, I would say, every play the offense has to go either, if they run it, they got to go either on the left side of the line or the right side of the line. I feel like on each side of the line, you have to set the edge. And if you don't, it's a problem, for your defense if you don't set the edge. Quarterback is obviously, the NFL's number one main priority. You definitely have to have a quarterback. Next thing to that is guys who can rush the quarterback and, get them out of what they want to do. And I feel like an edge rusher is the best position for that. I feel like, we can definitely make a lot of noise coming off the edge.
Yeah. Washington has a lot of expectations heading into this year. The NFC East always kind of up in the air on who's going to do it. They haven't had consecutive division champions since, I think, the early 2000s. So kind of give the Washington Commanders fan base out there a little idea of what to expect this year from this team defensively as a unit and when they're out there cheering for you.
No, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting this year. Happy to come back, ready to get things going.
Well, that's great. Before I get you out of here, I want to talk about a couple of the things you're doing with FedEx. A big part of why you're on the show today and talking about it. You mentioned the mantra, and we've heard it before. Where now meets next. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, basically, I just feel like everything we do now is definitely plans for just the future. In fact, FedEx is aiming to become carbon neutral by 2040. So that's definitely a big step, towards the future, and they're working on that right now. So by 2040, all carbon neutral. You haven't really seen that around.
Yeah, it's important. I live in California. The governor here has talked about where they're going to take the climate control aspect of things back here in the state of California. So really, really proud of you and what you're doing. I think one of the biggest things that you learn, and it's something that you definitely have, once you enter the NFL, your platform becomes so special, and it's about being of service. And what's funny about that is when you start doing things for other people and make it about other people, it lifts you up and makes your life even better. So keep doing what you're doing. It is a pleasure to watch you play on Sundays. And thank you for taking some time today to be part of our show, Chase.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Chase Young, everybody, defensive end for the Washington Commanders, 2nd overall pick.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.